for me because I am not a technical, logical human. Are we doing it? Yes? Okay. Well, you're muted, so thumbs up. Hey guys, so for those who are new, I'm Trelby. I am market mentor with this business. I almost said managing market mentor because I'm manifesting it so much for my next rank, but I've been in this business for over a year now. This time last year, I hit MMB. So put that in perspective, you guys. I was MMB last year, this month, and now I've been market mentor for the past 6 months, which is why I am reworking the why. And I recently bought the audiobook, Get Over Your Damn Self. Super good. And if you're busy like me, you don't really have time to sit around and read a book, right? Everyone talks about all these like network marketing books that are super helpful for you and will help you like generate this amazing business, right? But if you're a busy mom, going to school full time or working full time or, whatever, like you don't have time to sit around and read a book. Okay. I don't even have time to watch television. People ask me about what show, like, have you seen this show? Have you seen this show? I'm like, honey, I don't have time for that. So bought the audiobook, making it a regular routine for myself to listen to the chapters in the morning, like right when I wake up. I have my AirPods and I get ready with that. And I just had to stop and like actually take notes because it was like such good nuggets. I like went through all of it. So the first thing that she talks about is building a why, right? Which is what we say in our onboarding every single time when you join this business. Establish your why. Why are you doing this business at all, right? Why did you even say yes to this business? What's going to keep you motivated? Oh, what's happening? Are you trying to talk to me? Oh, I did have my AirPods in. Yes, you're trying. Sorry. I was like, are we not recording? So it was really, really good. And I just want us to all rework our whys. I feel like, especially this time of the month, like everyone starts to kind of dwindle down their hype about the beginning of the month. And we need to stop that. We need to rework our why. We need to manifest our dream life because that's why we joined this business. Someone needs to mute themselves. I don't know who it is. So when we joined the business, for me, my thought was I need extra money, right? Like that's why everyone joins, right? I just want to make more money. Now, you need to find the root why you want to make more money. That is the whole point of your why. People talk about your why should make you cry, right? But for me, when you're new, like you're almost at the point where you can't even like manifest that and make yourself cry because you haven't really worked maybe in personal development. You haven't really like seen the fruit of your labor with this business yet. You haven't like seen what and like been so inspired that you literally cry tears thinking about the money that you could possibly make for this business. It's kind of hard to have your why make you cry, especially when you're new and especially when you're feeling like I just want to make a couple extra $100, right? So you have to peel back the layers and jokingly an onion, right? And onions make you cry. So we're going to peel back and cut the onion and find out why we're really doing this and what's going to keep you motivated. Okay. So looking back when I first started, I want to make more money. I want to make $500 a month. Okay. Your why is ever changing. Once I made that $500 back, I was like, oh, that why is dead. I need a new why, right? You cannot keep thinking I need to make $500 because once you make the $500, you're not going to be moving yourself towards $1,000 because your only goal was the 500, right? Once you pass that, you got to make a new why. So your why is always changing. So keep that in mind when you have a goal to hit MMP. What's another goal? What is that goal going to bring you? You got to think more about it. And now when I look back, I'm like, I want to make $500 a month. Why did I want to make $500 a month? Because I went part-time and I got a pay cut. Why did I go part-time? Because I hated my 8 to 5 and I wasn't seeing my kid. So my real why is getting the hell out of my job, right? And I want to be more time with my kid. It wasn't $500 a month. So once I made the $500 a month, I realized I want to get out of my job. And we'll get more into, once I got out of the job. But you have to think of what is that $500 bringing you? And you will finally establish why, right? The real why and what's going to make you cry. Because that's a big deal, right? Quitting your job is a big deal. So another example, that's just my example for my why and peeling it back. It was really eye-opening for me, and I thought it could be for you guys. So let's say your why is, I want to build a savings account. Why? Let's peel the onion. Why do you want to build a savings account? Or an emergency fund? Well, it'll make me feel secure and safe. Why do you want to feel secure and safe? Well, because my job doesn't pay me if I go on maternity leave down the road. So you need to find that piece, right? Why do you want a savings account? Well, if I don't work, I don't make money. And a lot of people right now are not working, right? A lot of you guys lost your job recently and you're not working. So you got to peel back more layers of, why do you even want a savings account? Well, a safety net. Why do you want a safety net? Because I'm tired of living credit card debt. That's a why. Get yourself out of debt. Live your damn life debt free. And that's what this business can provide you. That's what's going to keep you motivated. Your real why is really making sure you're taking care of yourself. Okay. And putting your own future in your hands. That's really what you're looking for when you're trying to build a savings account, right? You have to manifest that part. Like, how are you going to feel when you have the savings account? What is that money going to be used for when you have the savings account? Because that's what you're going to focus on. Not that the fact that you have the money in the bank account, is the fact of what you're going to be able to do with the money in your bank account. That's what you have to build for yourself. And that's what's going to keep you motivated every day. So think about your why just right now, like pause, think about your why. Peel back a layer of, why do you want that? And how does that make you feel? Good. That's how you found your why. Because you want to hang on to that feeling when you get the why. And like I said earlier, the why is always going to be about you. Like, it has to be that strong reason for yourself and how it's going to make you feel, because no one's looking out for you other than you. Right? So a lot of people could get on here and be like, I want to pay for my kids' college someday. Well, that's great. That's a good why. It should be a good why because it's about your kid, right? You do everything for your kid. You do everything for your kid over yourself. That should be a big enough why. But say my kid's only 2. I got plenty of time to build him a savings account for his college. I don't need to work today. It has to be for you, how the emotion makes you feel to pay for your kid's college. Because you'll put it to the side if it's not that immediate need right now. So I thought that was super. I mean, that's just something I thought of for me. I could very well not put money away for my kid right now, but it's a priority, and how it's going to make me feel that I have that security for him. That's the real why. And in all reality, it's also what your life is going to look like when they are in college and you had that money. Think about the fact if you didn't have that money, if that is something you want to, that's another different way of motivating yourself, is like fear of what will be if it doesn't happen, right? Think about that piece, like, where will you be if that why doesn't get accomplished? Where will your kid's life look like? What will your life look like if the why is not accomplished? Okay. So for me, my life would be month to month when I needed that $500 a month. So that sucked, right? I like getting extra things and I wanted that for myself. So then after I made the $500, okay, I want to quit my job. Like I lost my thought. Oh, darn it. Sorry, guys. I lost my thought. You do the 500, you change. Dang it. I missed it, guys. Sorry. It's more improving to everyone as well in what your life is going to look like because you accomplished the why. Like, yeah, I was able to pay for my kids' college. I have pride in that. You have to physically feel the pride that is going to happen for you, and prove to everyone that this business made that happen. Prove to yourself that you can accomplish something like that. You have to feel it in order for it to come true for you, because that's what's going to keep you doing the work that we're supposed to be doing in this business. Now, if you're someone who already met that goal, like I've already talked about, you need to readjust your why. I think a lot of people have not adjusted their why recently. We adjusted our why maybe at the new year, and I think it needs to take a huge turn now more than ever. Like I said, you guys, I've been market mentor for 6 months. Okay. My goal was initially to make more money. I made more money. My next goal was to quit my job. I quit my job. Well, now I'm not making more money than I was in my old job. So now my goal is to make more money. Okay. That's me. But why do I want to make more money is the piece that's missing. You have to manifest. And I know like a lot of people are not really sure how manifestation works. You really have to just put yourself in the shoes of what it would be like if you were making more money. What would your life look like? What do you see for yourself with that big savings account? And what would your life look like if you didn't have it? Because that's what kept me motivated for quitting my job, is that life that I was like bound to live if I stayed in that 8 to 5 job the rest of my life. That was scarier to me to imagine than it was to like have Rachel from college ghost me when I offered her the business. That's not as scary as like working in a desk job 8 to 5 for 40 years and retiring when I'm 65. Right? So find that motivator. I guess as I'm sharing my why, why do I want to make more money now? What's my life going to look like? Well, if I double my paychecks now, I could probably not work, right? Why would I want Mike to not work? That's not about me, right? Because our why is supposed to be about us. What do I want? Why do I want to retire Mike? He can work. I don't care. But what would our life look like if he didn't have to work? Would we be traveling? We would be able to be at every soccer game, football game, probably not soccer. Let's be honest. Mike's not going to let us play soccer. No offense if you're a soccer player. Whitney. Like be able to be present, go wherever we want. Will I go buy a house in Chelan? That'd be cool. And go there whenever I freaking want to. Like, what is the life going to look like for me if I can retire my husband and make triple my income come next year? What will my life look like? It's not about, I want to do this for Michael. It's about what could my life be like if I could retire Michael? What would your life be like if you paid for your kids' college? What would their life be like? So that's how you find your why. You got to dig deeper than I just want to make more money. I want to make $1,000 a month. What are you going to do with your $1,000 a month? Why do you need that? Why do you want that? Do you want to buy a house? Do you want more kids? Do you want to go back to school and do something else? Like, that needs to be the goal. Or you'll just stay stagnant. You will. And it took me a while to figure out what the hell my new why was. Now 6 months, I quit my job. What am I doing now? Like, your why is ever changing and nothing is too big or too small. I know a lot of people are probably thinking like, yeah, that's outlandish for me to be able to quit my job, but it could, I'm living proof that it can happen for you guys. If you want to stay in your job and just do this as a side business, you got to make yourself your goal as well to stay in the business, or you'll just be another statistic that fell off after 3 months. That's motivation in itself, isn't it? To not be one of the statistics who everyone thought you're going to be when you started. Be like, she'll do for a while and stop. Like, that's motivation enough for me to not stop. Don't let them rewrite. Don't. And like I said in the if you're not in the Hustlers group, like, I guess this is going to be recorded. I don't really care. Mike's not on it. I really went at it with Michael, back and forth on not giving me time to work this business, and not making huffing and puffing if I had a call with someone, stuff like that. It's not like the easiest thing to sacrifice for the husbands, guys. And I'll tell you right now, once you get moving up and you're putting this time in, they get all whiny. Maybe it's just mine. Maybe you have a perfect husband. Good for you. But you have to really bring that in reality. And I think that's kind of what made me get in check as well, is thinking about Sam's checks, how we know her as a real person, right? 25 now. Literally taking home 50 grand a month? Are you fucking kidding me? That was what I was getting paid per year at my 8 to 5 job. Okay. And she did it in 2.5 years. If if I can get half the success as 50 grand a month, could you imagine what my life would look like? And again, you're not allowed to share these numbers or anything like that online. So don't be spouting around about how we make enough money. You should be on a compliance call. If you need it, we'll send it to you. But that is the reality of our leaders taking home that much money. If you could get half, even a quarter, a third of that success, what would your life look like for real? Really think about it. And that's what I told Michael. Do you want me to be making 20 grand a month? Can you imagine what I could do with that money, babe? Really fucking think about it. Really think about it. Like, I could pay cash for a new truck for him that he keeps whining about getting. I could put central air in your shop. I could put an extension on the house. I could go and buy a house in Chelan, you know? Like, really think about it. That is buku money that no one else has the opportunity of making in 2.5 freaking years. No one has that opportunity that I can think of on top of my head that just like graduates from college and has that opportunity. So you really, really need to know what is at stake to not have if you don't have enough big enough why and you don't take the steps to move yourself forward and you don't work on yourself and manifest your future. Because even if I do it in 5 years, that shit was worth it. Because I was not going to be making even half of that, a fraction of that in a year if I stayed in my 8 to 5 desk job making 50 grand a year after 5 years of working, you guys. And I had my own office. I had an assistant. I was certified in my job. Had it made, apparently. And then I hear these girls making 50 grand a month. That can be your life. That is literally what this life is offering. So think bigger. Your why should make you cry for that reason. Okay, so I'm gonna do if you guys missed the what we're calling church service call a couple Sundays ago, AJ did like a close your eyes and think about our life. Okay, so you guys have cameras. I know if you're not doing this, like I want everyone to close their eyes and really take a deep breath in and out. I want you to think about your ideal life, your dream life. Where are you waking up to? What time are you able to wake up at? Where do you live? Who are you surrounded by? What are you going to be able to do today? Are you working? Do you have an assistant? A nanny? What does your home look like? Are you helping others? Making money? Are you going to bed with gratitude, and then where are you going to be a year from then? Another year from then. Take another deep breath. And out. Open your eyes. Feels good, right? Like thinking, really thinking about your dream life. And I think that's something we need to do every day. Like when you wake up. Dream life, even if you're in the most opposite of your dream life at this point, you know, think about and manifest your dream life. Because then you'll be up and you'll be working for it. You won't give a shit about Sarah who says the products don't work. Okay. She's going to be stuck in an 8-to-5 job making 30 grand a year. All right. Because you got bigger, better plans for yourself because of what you just envisioned there. Because that can really happen. We're all well on our way to make that happen. If you do the tasks, you put in the time, you believe in the business and what it can do for you. Because you just felt it. And it just needs to be repeated. That feeling feels good. We have to keep working towards that feeling and taking the steps and why we are working towards that. So that's all I have. Skipped a few things, but I don't want to backtrack. So that's all. And I hope everyone has a great night. Go offer the business to 5 more people and talk to you guys later. Okay.